morning. We are coming to you from the gateway to Brainerd Lake today. We are going to be heading up Little Pawnee Peak. It's the east ridge of Pawnee Peak proper, and it's supposed to be a class 4, super exciting, and actually I'm fairly familiar with it because it's kicked my ass twice already. I'll put in a couple clips of just how I got slaughtered. It didn't go well for me, but even though it didn't go well, I found it incredibly beautiful and incredibly enticing, despite the fact that it's under 13,000 feet. Enjoy this adventure today. Should be some pretty hardcore class 4 climbing on an incredible jagged ridge. So glad you could join me. We'll see you up there. Just to start, we've got about a 2-mile hike up the Brainerd Lake Road just to really get to the wilderness. This is a timed entry recreation area. So unless you've thought way ahead in advance and reserved reservations, I couldn't get them the week before. Everything was already taken or not offered yet. So keep that in mind. If you do want to head up to the Indian Peaks Wilderness, look ahead, look in advance, and make some plans. All right, again, thanks for joining me. We'll see you up there in the adventure zone. Here we are approaching Red Rock Lake. Take it right here. Spencer and I are headed up to Mitchell Lake and then take a left onto Little Pawnee's East Ridge. And there's Mitchell Lake off to our right. We're making great progress despite heavy snow travel. Spencer and I have just left the Mitchell Trail and are heading southbound toward the ridge in Little Pawnee. The beautiful scene, cool waterfalls, exciting zone, and this is what it looks like. So we just got to pick our way through this talus and snow and get up on the ridge proper. That wasn't the easiest boulder hop I've ever done. Now we're on some nice tundra. We are getting near Little Pawnee Peak and some exciting ridge traverse class 4 adventures. Center frame is Pawnee Peak proper, and then down and to the left you can faintly make out the trail Pawnee Pass. There's a better look at it right there, and that works its way all the way down to that cliff and back down to Isabel Lake on the left. All right, first section of class 3 is done. And it went pretty well. Definitely slippery. I'd say easy class 3, but it was cool. Woo! Staircase of excitement. Oh my God. Holy schmoly. Wow. I think we go over there and then back across by that crazy tower and then more gnarly. Wow. I am past Little Pawnee, and I thought I was already going to be done, but the class 4 sections have not relented, and it has been pretty tough climbing, especially in loose snow, covering handholds and footholds. We've crushed 3 pretty big notches. Wow, amazing out there. So I am hoping this is the last big battle. And it looks pretty big. Well, this thing may not be that long or that high, but it is a monster. Lots of loose rock too. Wow, wow, wow. We have definitely been through several crookses, none of them more than class 4. The tougher ones were probably at the beginning, but the more aesthetic ones seem to be now. And I'm on some pointy point at this moment. Looking down, there's Spencer cruising across the ridge. And then we've got one more epic gnarly thing to deal with. And this is where I bailed off last winter, looking at this face and then being terrified. And I went down the gully on the left in front of Spencer. Today we're going all the way for sure. Hasn't been too bad at all. I am ready to be done. I gotta be close. This is just nuts. So much craziness around. All right, fighting a little further. The gully is totally doable. Super happy with it. And I am so relieved too, because it was pretty high stress. Keeping on hitting more pretty hardcore class 4 climbing in that totally ice ore encrusted rock. So I am just stoked to be done. I'm already about a third of the way, and this looks to be no problem. I am quite relieved. I was getting a little anxious on the ridge traverse. I thought it was going to be over at Little Pawnee, and I was well past that, and it was getting more technical. So I just didn't think I was going to be able to climb that thing above me. Looked like stout class 5. Oh yeah. So that was great going down the gully. This looks tough. I'm still relieved. I'm gonna live through this for sure. So hallelujah. We have definitely surmounted the hardest crooks. I definitely kind of did the bonus points up this huge face on the slab on the last really technical area. You can see down, I'm sure Spencer got some great views as well. So really incredible. And then the top of this crooks is just right behind me right there. But spectacular all around, no question about that. So this is looking back on the route now. Lots of class 4, but relative to the 14ers, not really very strenuous. Incredibly beautiful though, and fun technical sections. And I'm gonna just show you what it's like at the very top. Yeah, awesome.
Wow. Some cool yet unnecessary bouldering because we're too lazy to go around the giant rock outcropping.
Right through the water bottle, baby, yeah. There we go. Grand Lake. Carl Decker presents Pawnee Peak. Here we are, Indian Peaks Wilderness. at just a hair under 13,000 feet. But really our goal today was to just enjoy some technical adventures, and I had a personal vendetta with this little route, trying to do it twice during the fall, once rejected by really high winds, and a second time rejected by snow and ice. And you can see just what happened. But Spencer and I made it today, no problems at all. Just cruised through it, beautiful scene. We just hit the summit shelter now. Wow, these views, especially to the south and southwest, are phenomenal. So, really, nice job, Spence. Got it. Spencer's first big peak of the season. Beautiful scene to the north. I don't know the names of the Indian peaks, but definitely in the background there, you can just make out Long's Peak, and I would assume Mount Meeker on the right. Not positive about that. There's our full scene. Incredible basin back there, that's for sure. Oopsies. Go. Wow. Just amazing bowl. Hi, kitty. You're a pretty girl. Spencer, I'm scared.
You got it. Let it rip.
Yeah, that's a good position. Oh! Oh! Nice save. Oh! Launch sequence, Omega Death.
Wow!
Not bad. Oh, baby. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, whoa, nice. Getting good at this. Rock it out, my brother. This one is for Adam and Elise. Live hard, love hard, eat your heart out. Nice, bro. Woohoo! Like a true champion, Norwegian cold water king. I'm saying cold. Those are the snow glissading slopes that we just negotiated, and it was sweet. This whole trip's been sweet. Time to give you the rundown on this trip. Spencer and I are just getting onto the east side of Long Lake. And it's been kind of a long hike out, a lot of slushy snow. Not really too bad on the post holing though. So that's the good news. And we just got out of the wilderness area. My impressions on this hike. So I do think this is a pretty good introductory class 4 route. There were several fairly difficult climbing sections, but they were very short and not exposed. So that is the good news for sure. The vistas were spectacular. This is definitely more of a long hike, and boy, a lot of it was very enjoyable as far as the vistas go. So strongly recommend that. If you are going early season though, you may have a little trouble following the trail, as I am right now, just because a lot of it's buried in snow and there's tracks everywhere. So that's the worst news, but at least without post holing, it's really not a big deal. So highly recommended for the vistas and the hike. And really coming up the Mitchell Lakeside and coming down the long lakeside, I would highly recommend that as well, because we got to enjoy incredible sights on both sides of the ridge. Our little polar bear adventure was awesome as well, and I'm really indebted to Spencer for kind of pushing me out of my comfort zone and getting in there, and I'm really glad I did. That was awesome. So kudos to Spencer. Really nice trip, fairly long hike. Although that said, I am just pushing into the Long Lake parking lot literally right now. So I think if you got the parking permit, it's about 10 miles. Otherwise, it's about 14 miles. Thank you, Craig and Shelly, so much. We really appreciate the ride on the last 2 miles of asphalt. That helped us a ton.
Well, yeah, well, thanks for sharing I mean, we don't have to do a hike now. All we have to do is look at your videos.
You're exactly right. You'll be amazed. You guys have a great trip. Super sweet. I'm happy. Hope you enjoyed the adventure. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.